Hey guys, there's a new bill for Social Security heading towards the Senate right now and towards the president. And it looks like it's going to make it through both the Senate and the president signing it. It is called the Social Security Fairness Act, and it will help with the GPO and the WEP that the government has been taking out of Social Security for years and years and years from government workers because they thought it was like a windfall. And it really wasn't a windfall because most of these people worked and put into Social Security. And in some cases, people lost all the money that they put into Social Security under, I think it was the GPO, they lost it. Under the WEP, the windfall elimination provision, a lot of people lost like half their money depending on where they were. And it was like if you worked so many years, but you didn't make so much in some years, you still had to pay like maybe 20% or 10%. There's like a chart that you can follow for that. But anyway, under this new Social Security Fairness Act, they're going to eliminate it. And it looks like it's going to make it through it. And I was talking about this a while back. And a lot of people said, Steve, it's never going to go through. It's never going to go through. This one actually looks like it's going to go through. It's been on the news. You can actually look it up, the Social Security Fairness Act. And you can pump in, are they gonna change the WEP and the GPO, and you'll get all kinds of stories. You can just type it into Google and that stuff will probably come up. But if you look up Social Security Fairness Act, that'll also bring it and make it pop up. And it was brought in by a Republican and a Democrat both, and it's getting a lot of interest on both sides of the aisle. And it looks like it's going to be something that's going to make it through. And it is getting a lot of interest because a lot of people that work in the Senate and work in the House of Representatives have relatives that work in government offices or as teachers or what have you, or they have family members that work in the government. So this affects them too, and it affects their relatives. It affects a lot of people, believe it or not. But anyway, a lot of people used to think because people would get these great teachers' pensions or municipal pensions, it was like double dipping. And it's not double dipping because they did not put in Social Security while working on that job. But let's say you worked another job and you worked part-time or something, or you worked 30 years doing, odd jobs or something like that at different jobs, and you had your municipal job or your government job or your city job or whatever. You still had money going into Social Security. Why shouldn't you get that money? You should. So out of fairness, I guess they're going to try to pass this. And I'll be glad to see that come back because that does affect me and it affects many others here in the Philippines. There's a lot of guys that have told me that they get wept. In other words, they get their money, half their money gets taken away because of the fact that they worked a municipal job and they don't get much from Social Security. I actually have a friend of mine, he's coming over here. This bill will also affect him, because he'll get more money when he comes over here. And that's a great thing for us guys. So we can use every nickel that we can get over here, a lot of us. So, and there's a lot of guys over here, and most of them, believe it or not, are these guys that are on these, like lower budgets and stuff like that. Some of them got wept and they get a small municipal pension or whatever because they worked as a, custodian, or they worked as they worked in the school system, or they worked for the city, and they worked like a job that wasn't that high paying, and then they get that WEP thing on there too, and then they get killed by that, and it just kind of hurts them, because they get a small pension from the municipal pension, and then they take away half their Social Security, and a lot of people don't figure on that happening till it actually happens to them. Now, I found out about WEP about 5 years before I was about to retire, and I was like, wow, that's actually going to kill me, because I started looking into what I was going to get from Social Security, and then somebody came up to me and told me, they said, Steve, you're going to get WEP'd. They're going to take about half of your money away. And I was like, wow, that's not a good thing. And anyway, I just want to bring that up for you guys and throw it out there to you guys because a lot of you guys are affected by this, and I hope that it goes through. I do think that it's going to go through. I would put it at about 90%. So there's a 90% chance that this is probably going to go through because they're saying everybody's excited about it. Everybody wants to try to get it through. The only way it wouldn't go through is timing. And they think that the timing is right this time, that it's going to, if it doesn't make it through by the end of the year, it doesn't get passed. It doesn't carry into next year. So I guess they're going to try to push it through the Senate, and then it goes right to the president's desk. The president signs it, and boom. And actually, that would be a great thing to start out the new year like that, because next year I get my Social Security. So, of course, I'd like to see something like that happen. But it's great also because, you know, a lot of people in the United States right now are suffering, especially the retirees and stuff like that in the United States. I mean, that's going to help people that were affected by this, and they'll get like that big boost. And it's a huge, massive boost too. I mean, for some people it's 50%, for some people it's 100%. So now they'll get all that money back. Well, they won't get it back. They won't get retro or anything like that, but they'll start getting it back in their checks is what I'm saying. So that's kind of an exciting thing for the elderly and the people that are affected by that. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I hope that helps you guys. God bless. Take care. Remember, Social Security Fairness Act. God bless. Take care.